Anytime.
How did he do that? Or
Stop lying. I want to go to Dubai. He said, like, it turns out I'm part of an exclusive travel and lifestyle club. What are you doing Monday at 8 o'clock? And then if Monday doesn't work, now you don't have to go anywhere. It's nothing special. You come jump on this Zoom and you'll find out how we went to Dubai for $7. And I leave it like that. That's the end of the ball game. Then Monday I'll call and I'll follow up with them. Let's pick another country right now because now that they done bombed Dubai, they done messed my sexy invitation up. So I'm like you guys too. We need to search for a new invitation. Helen, act like you already in the club already. Okay, pretend that you has Helen Pastor Rob's been to a Zoom call.
yeah, she have.
Okay, well she saw the movie, so she saw the movie. We have some testimony. We had a ambassador the other day coming and share with us Hall and Hall, and he shared some things. Let me see if I have that document. He shared some things, some invitations. Did anybody like his invitations?
Yeah, some were different.
Does anybody have like a go to that's like your favorite? Erica, talk to me.
I don't have a go to. I wanted to go back to the way you invite people, the way you talk about it, the way Warren talks about it, the way Craig talks about it. It's like this. I don't know. You know how people say in the entertainment world, it's the it factor. In my head, I think I sound like that, but I don't sound like that. I'm like, I don't sound
Okay,
like that. I
Erica.
sound
Yeah, is
like
it their energy? I think it's their
when I
energy.
called you earlier, what did you tell me, Erica? What were you doing?
no. Oh, I talk too much. I know
No,
that
no, no. When I called you earlier today, what did you say?
about the one in the car
No,
place.
what were you doing? I said, what you up to?
I had just came in from walking.
You said you had just ran or walked 2 miles, something, right?
Yeah.
And you said it excited. I said you trying to work out more
Uh,
than Mr. Tally over there, right?
I but that's second nature. I think I'm not. I don't want to say. I don't want to talk negative about myself, but I feel like you sales is nothing. It's new to me. I sell.
It's
Okay, I
only
can
it's
sell
only gonna be
education.
it's only gonna be new until you do it for the 10th or
Right.
12th time. It's
Like I
gonna
can sell education. I can sell
it's the same
therapy.
thing.
But
You selling somebody on educating one to change their lifestyle, two to change their mindset, three to go on some trips that they've never gone on, and four to get those trips and those hotels and those vacations at wholesale prices instead of retail prices.
right.
All right, so you got it. You're not reading the script, so you don't know it. And if this is how you get good at a script, you read it and then you record yourself saying it, even on your iPhone, and then you listen to yourself and you say to the point where you got it. It's like a verse of the song. My thing is I just say you won't believe this. You know what I'm saying? You could say, guess who got caught in bed together? You know, you could say anything, and people, if they lean into you, then you got them. My man Scola, he's the master at getting somebody. He talks to everybody from the janitor
That's
uh,
right.
to the president of the United States. When you turn around, he's talking to him. He can pull them in. I don't care who they are. We traveling all over the world together, and Scola can say something. But now you just have to dial that same energy that you use and come up
Right.
with the personal invitation. Like Mark Green. Mark, you on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mark Green the other day, he has a new story, right? He has a story that he saved over $800 on a hotel that he was booking on Priceline. So
Yep.
nobody can take that energy away from him. So now, how you transfer it to this business is, I'm going to give you some invitations and I'm going to give you some skills on how to let AI write you some invitations too. And then you can try these invitations even on people you don't know. You can send a text. I had put in a little prompt right before we started, and I wanted to see what it kicked out. I'm gonna copy it real quick. Stick to the script. I'm telling you, we're in an age in technology where we don't have to think that hard, people. We just have to follow the script. So I said, look, I got my team coming up. It's been a busy day. I need to do a Zoom training. What am I going to do? All right, here it goes. I thought, give me a Zoom training, quick, AI, right? So here it is, and this should be me reading this, but this is you guys are family, so we're just having fun right now, okay? And you can apply this to the rest of your life, okay? Quick talking points. We're gonna do a warm up. We didn't do it. We did the welcome. Yes, we did. Warren did a great job. Here's the biggest mistake. Erica said it the other day. When you invite people, here's the common answers. Too much what? Talking. Another thing, trying to explain everything. And the key right here, not following the script. Now, the script is the script that works best for you, which you don't know. But if you find the script and you hear, you're like, oh, I'm using that. You grab that script and you get them. The point is to get them to the Zoom. Okay, everybody who has a pen or a note, take this. Team We Zooms. Our team Zooms on Monday at 8 o'clock, Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and Thursday at 8 o'clock, right? And is there one more on Saturday?
I believe so, yes.
One at Saturday at 10 in the morning. Now, you're going to be in the WhatsApp and you're going to see some people on our team and they're going to be doing Zooms every minute. And then it's other people, because sometimes you have people who are Latinas or people who are really, like they would maybe appreciate our brother from another mother doing the presentation, and you can plug them in to that too. Basically, you want them to see the information. Do you care if they join the travel club? Absolutely not. Because everybody here saw something enough, and if you've been on a trip or you've used the platform like I have, or like some of you guys have, it really doesn't matter. What matters is we're growing a team in the business. And our job is to get the most people in front of the information so that they can do what? Make a decision to join us and become a travel and lifestyle member, or join us in doing both, travel and lifestyle member and making money, okay? So we're moving to number 2. We already know what a bad invite is. All right, here's the script breakdown, basically. We've talked about this before. Craig Talley, what did we used to call it before? The form?
The form? I'm not sure.
Family, occupation, recreation, and something, and money. That was an acronym back in the day. That if you didn't know how to talk to a stranger, you could talk about their family, their occupation, what did they do?
Right.
That's
what they do for recreation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just a way to get them talking. And this is hey, I thought of you when I saw this. I'm working on a new project and thought you might want to take a look at it. That's one sentence. As simple as, can I send you a short video? This is if you're sending the person a video. That's also an invite. Hey, I thought of you when I saw this. I'm working on a project with some people that are expanding right now. Would you be open to take a quick look? That's another one. Here's what not to do. Don't talk about the company. Don't talk about how much money you're making, and don't talk about the product. Because the presentation that we all saw on the Zoom for the first time, they take you through a step on purpose. They had experts from all over the world build this presentation so that it takes a person through their questions and hits all of the neurosensors or whatever else it's going to do that gets them to say, hey, this makes sense. That's a dream trip that I want to go on. That's on my bucket list. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to the Maldives. I want to go to Taiwan or wherever else you in the world that you say that you want to go, to the Philippines, to Arizona, to anybody's place. Shout out put in your chat the place you want to go to that you haven't been to yet. All right, let's do a little game. All right, Erica, you up? Read 2 examples. Read example 1.
Hey, I'm working on a company.
Yeah, I'm working with a company. Yeah.
So I'm working with a company that has a compensation plan where you can make passive income. I would not do that. I would not feel comfortable with that.
That doesn't even that's wrong. So that's the overshare type of thing. That's what we don't want to do. Now go with the next one.
Oh, I can do this one. Hey, I thought of you when I saw this. Would you be open to checking out a quick video?
Now a lot of invitations are videos. Our videos in this company, I don't think are great enough to get the same impact because we're the fast team. We is the fastest growing team in Trevorium, and the way they've been doing it is inviting people to a Zoom. So while you guys are there, why don't you Google, come up with a quick invitation, or maybe we can all go around and see what's worked for you. Craig, you got one you use when you first meet somebody and you want to tell them about the business?
Well, usually for me, it's, I make it a part of my everyday life to a certain point. And I don't care where you are. If you look on Facebook or anything, if somebody talking about travel, about to travel, staying in a hotel, or weddings coming up, this is going on. I have to go somewhere for business or whatever it may be. So usually, if I'm talking to someone, I may start a conversation and say, if I know it's something like to do. So where's the last place that you've gone to, in the conversation? Oh, I wanted to go here. I'm going here. My sister's getting married. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Says, yeah, I used to pay retail for, for my travel, and I just had the opportunity to save over $800. You know what? You might be interested or something like that. Oh, you might be interested. By the way, do you have time for, to jump on the Zoom and take a look at it? So I usually just try to, if it's somebody or something that I know, if I meet somebody blindly, like if I was talking with Erica the other day and she was like, I'm getting something done to my car and I'm talking about it. And, incorporating things into your life. Like I came in thinking it was going to be $45 for my brakes. And now I find out that I need a catalytic converter, and it's $800 to $1,000. And so the conversation and I was saying to her, the conversation with the person behind the counter could be, wow, I'm so glad I'm able to save money on my travel and can transfer it onto my brakes or this, that, and the other. By the way, do you like to travel? So it's taking something where they feel comfortable, and turning it around or practicing. So a go-to, when I first started with this, it was the same one that you used. And that was, man, can you believe that a friend of mine went to Dubai for 7 nights for only $7? And it's like you said, then you pause or whatever it may be, and then say, that's crazy, right? And as a matter of fact, he's showing everybody how he did it tonight at 8:00. Would you be available to take a look and listen to how he went to Dubai for $7? So that's kind of when you are kind of falling through. But usually for me, it's easy just to incorporate things into whatever is important to them or important to me, or we're already having a discussion about.
All right. So what I want everybody to take from this call tonight is a script, two to three scripts that you have written down in your notes that you can begin to incorporate when you meet somebody. Now, some people are gonna be strangers, and some people, if they're your boys, you may like, man, guess what? You ain't gonna believe this, and they gonna right away say what? Like they're gonna be looking for something negative that happened, like with the president or whatever else. But you're gonna get their attention. But you have to have a script, and the script keeps you on point. It really saves you from yourself when you stick to the script. Like even if you're calling a person and you say, you know what, man, I thought of so-and-so, he travels all the time, I want to invite him. If you look at that script and you read it, even if you fumble over it a little bit, it's usually only 1 or 2 sentences, and then you're giving them a choice close to join us at an exclusive. Remember, like this is really, you can't watch a commercial and get these deals. You can't get this from anywhere. This is really high-end exclusive travel club things that are happening. You have access to deals that Priceline doesn't have Expedia doesn't have access to. You have world tours. You have all kind of, even the people that you're going to be involved with in this business, the network of the people that you're going to meet, and the mindset of the like-minded people is going to help elevate your lifestyle. Even the way you begin to think. Sometimes you think about things in such a linear way. I was listening to the sermon today. We work harder than just to pay bills. We don't just work to pay bills. And some people's life every day is working just to pay bills. God, he wants you to rest and enjoy some of this later. His way is not even really working. His way is like, get down with me, and I'm going to draw all this stuff to you. You're not going to chase none of these people. But the skill that we're learning now is the invitation. Just like you're inviting somebody to anything. Like Juan used to give some of the best parties back in the day. When you invite somebody to something, it seems like, oh, I want to go. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go to that. I want to go on that trip. But if you are hesitant and you don't seem like you want to go when you're telling them, they are definitely not going. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, people want to inspect everything and they want to, and it's not even a lot of money. And Warren said he's in it for the taxes initially, you know what I mean? But then when you hear somebody made $250,000 a year part-time, it makes you say, wait a minute. You don't need a degree. You don't need to take no Series 7 license. You don't have to sit up in front of them. Listen, who works for somebody else or has worked for somebody else on this call? Just put a thumbs up on your thing or in the chat. How many hours did you give them? Or do you give them? Or are you still giving them? Right? I want to come up with this for us. The power of 10. I came up with it the other day riding up in the mountains and seeing God's country in clouds and everything else. I said, you know what? Do we all think that we can invite 10 people a week?
We can.
10 people. That's 2 people a day. Most of us can invite 10 people a day. I'm not trying to push you into that zone. If you want to accelerate fast, you should invite 10 people a day. Because the law of averages, the more people see it, and if you don't believe me that the law of averages works, have you ever seen the same guy on the same corner asking for $1 or some money or hungry? It's definitely in Baltimore you've seen the same guy in the same corner. And he'll fight the other dude if he come on that corner. Because that corner makes him money. He has that sign. He might, and the sign for him is the text. He's texting you into the car, inviting you to give him some money. And then when they roll that window down, he's again asking you. He's inviting you to give him some money again. Right. And while he's there, rain, snow, sleet. I met somebody that worked for a bank one time. He said the guy came in that she saw from the corner. He had like $80,000 in his account.
Yes, sir.
He would take his job was to take them shoes off sometimes and to put on whatever he put on. He figured I'd rather ask. So the more people that get exposed to this business are going to join you. And what we really want is like-minded people. You want to be around like-minded people. You don't want to be around people who every day they got something negative to say. It's just it's just draining you, right? It's just draining your whole spirit. Your whole vibe is being drained because of that. And I believe this, like, has everybody done their why yet? Written down their why? Like, why you want to do this business. If you haven't, you really need to write that down. I have if you send me a message, I'll send you a blueprint that'll help you, guide you through. But it's an exercise that you really have to take and do it.
Yeah.
Mark, I like your book, Mark. The show must go on, right?
The show must go on.
The show must go on. And matter of fact, one of our trainings, Mark, is going to be the show must go on. Mark has been in the music business for years and worked with everybody from Prince to you name it, Grandmaster Flash. Matter of fact, legend has it that he was one of the first guys that showed the people in and Sugar Hill Gang How to Rap.
Yes, sir.
That's the truth.
I said legend has it, baby. Legend has it. Legend has it. So, but the show must go on, guys. And the reason I'm pushing, I'm getting back on my horse because I had to reread my why. Because Harlan Hall, who's a number 2 ambassador earning $250,000 in this industry, said, Kevin, why are you doing this? Like, you do not need to do it. But why are you doing it? Then when I read back my why and how I'm pushed and led to push people to their purpose and unlock a poverty mindset, I said, okay, yep, all right, now I know why I'm doing it again. And you can't really help nobody if you don't have no money to help them. You can say whatever you want, guys. You can help them a little bit, but when you're hungry, you can't think about the prayer that I'm giving you until your stomach gets a little full. Then maybe you can receive it. I'm not saying God can't work in an empty stomach, but when you don't have a place to live and when you're hungry and you need some clothes, it takes money to do that. So I read my why the other night. The thing tonight I want everybody to take away with, I want you to come up with a go-to invite. It's not enough of it. We don't need a breakout room. So who has their invite down pat? Or would you? Matter of fact, let me say maybe you want to borrow. You saw mine. Maybe you want to borrow Harlan's. Okay, this was kind of some notes. Harlan came on. We did a little call. It's just changing your mindset. Breaking the chains of poverty. That was me. Generational wealth. Hall's mission was to build wealth and wisdom for his family. This is just a recap for if you weren't on it. Just having a gratitude as a catalyst. He attributes his success based on his gratitude and legacy over labor. He wanted to build a system that multiplies wealth rather than simply trading time for dollars. And a lot of time on our jobs, we trade time for our dollars, even when we're on a salary, because we are still building somebody else's dream instead of building your own. And so when you get to a business like this, it feels awkward because you've been so programmed of doing it the other way, building somebody else's dream. Your mindset has to shift. And if you don't know how to get your mindset to shift, then you have to begin to read more things. Just like when you first meet God and you don't know much about him, you got to read his word so that you can get your mindset to shift over what you've been ingesting in it all of those years. So that's the same thing with this business. You're like, oh, it's not working for me. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, maybe I can't. You killed it right there. All of the can'ts killed it right away, right? So this call for us, even though Team We has so many calls that I don't need to do this call, but I do need to do this call because these are the people that God assigned me to. You guys. And the people that you bring in and introduce to the business, you're assigned to. So you have to get an invite that works. You got to get a why so you know why you're working it. And then I'm going to go back to the power of 10, but this is what Harlan uses. And he's making the most money so far on our team. All right. Who wants to read this? Mark.
Oh.
Can you see it?
No.
All right. How about Raquel? Oh, you grandbaby?
Yeah, and I can't really see from my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
All right. How about Dana?
Are you open to the idea of making more money this year than you did last year?
So that's one of his peak questions. Are you open to the idea of making more money this year than you did last year? What's everybody's answer on this phone? On the Zoom?
Yes.
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 I mean, listen, are you open? Are you open to it? I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
That's the question. I almost cussed. That's the question. Are you open to it, right? And so if you know a person's open to it, you got to do something, right? I'm going to invite you to a Zoom on 8 o'clock on Monday. And you can see actually how you can make more money this year. No strings attached. Are you free Monday at 8 or Tuesday at 8? Okay, well then that's one. Here's another one that you can make your own. Pastor Rob, can you see the screen or is it too small for you?
Well, it's really small.
Okay, you on your phone. All right.
What's
I,
what's one which one
I'll
you
read.
looking at?
It's if there was a way right here.
Oh
There you
yeah, okay. Say if there was a way that you could travel all over the world at wholesale and save thousands and thousands of dollars without uh, uh, committing
compromise.
Compromising.
or compromising quality you travel, would you want to know how?
Right, that's what it should
It's,
say.
it's really small.
All right, Warren, reread that same sentence.
Okay, it says if there was a way that you could travel all over the world at wholesale and save thousands and thousands of dollars without compromising the quality of your travel, would you want to know how?
And for a person who travels, what do you think they're gonna say?
Of course. Yes.
Right, absolutely. So these are not the golden ticket, but these are scripts that you can have in your arsenal. You gotta find the one that flows with you and that sounds comfortable with you. And like for a person that you know, Harlan went on to say, who's around? How about I'll read it. Am I worth 45 minutes of your time? This is somebody you know, right? Or you think are friends with you. This is not somebody, a stranger. Am I worth 45 minutes of your time for you to see something that's going to completely change the way you think? And after you ask these questions, you really have to be good at being quiet. That's the simple key after you ask these questions. These are questions that people have to answer. When I say I can't believe, I said they went to Dubai for 7 nights for $7. They can't hold it that long. They're not going to be able to. They're going to be saying no way or how is that possible because their mind can't connect to that. That's why I like that. But the key takeaway is you got to have authentic enthusiasm. You know when somebody's being phony, right? Nobody likes to be sold anything on the earth. Whatever you buy, I don't care what you buy, you made your mind up. You convinced yourself you bought it, right? You know I need that new iPhone. You do? What's wrong with the last year one? I don't know, but I need it. You know, like I need the new shoes. You know, it's cold outside. I need some new boots. I got 15 winter coats, but I need a new one. I don't have a purple one. Who's doing the selling? You pretty much sell yourself, and then you make yourself answer yourself to why you need it. You just, I'm gonna do my job better. That's why I need it. This is gonna help me study harder. I'm gonna be able to organize my notes more. Whatever it is, you have put it in your mind. So your enthusiasm and your energy is really what's gonna draw the person. If you sound like it's not happening and nobody's getting on any of the Zooms that you're inviting into, you're just saying the wrong script if you're enthusiastic. If you're not enthusiastic, then you have to change your mindset and how you approach it. Because I wanted to get my 3 people as soon as possible. Because somebody said, if I get my 3 people, I don't have to pay the $135. Even though I can pay the $135, and paying the $135 is a tax write-off that gives you about $300 to $500 a month. When your accountant goes through the 400 things that a home-based business could have. But just the mere fact that 3 people, that this business can be built on 3 to 4 people that you can share this with, and that you can get to say, come on, let's ride, let's walk down this path together. Come on, anybody? Is it anybody that you know who will ride with you like that? Those are the people you talk to first. But guess what? Those people don't get it all the time. And when you run out of those people, you have to go to strangers. Strangers, talking to 10 strangers a week or a day will pay you for the rest of your life if you can do it. Okay, so let's break down how we do it. All right, let's count these hours up, everybody. one, first of all, can everybody work part time 10 hours a week to make a six-figure living part time? Let's get that out the way first. Is that a yes or thumbs up, or you can
Thumbs
unmute
up.
and say yes? Say yes
Yes.
so you hear yourself say yes.
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Right. You gotta hear yourself say yes.
yes.
Because if all of y'all decide to quit, and I said yes for myself, I have to be able to keep going, right? Because Warren said he said what Dana said,
Minding,
he
minding
minds
your
his
own
own
business.
business.
Right.
Right. Not that this is a relational business because
That's it.
I'm happy when you're excited. But let's get back to the 10 hours.
Yeah, you got it, Tally.
Yeah, I got a shirt. I got a shirt on saying
Yeah,
my black-owned business.
Okay, hold
yeah,
on. Let me get off this so I can see this.
yeah. It's
So,
nice. Yeah,
so I have a shirt that says "Mine and my black-owned business."
yeah,
So so
yeah.
when you
Elder
make
Tally, he bought me
comment,
one. Yeah,
Oh,
we both got those shirts.
you came. See,
Oh,
the spirit didn't reveal that. That's just how it
Tally,
flows.
where
Okay,
do
so
I go get them at,
let's
Tally?
go back to when we was in high school. Did anybody work in high school?
absolutely.
Anybody? I mean, I know some of y'all are real rich and and didn't have to work, but did anybody work in any capacity? And you remember they gave you your little schedule? And when I started, it was 3.35 or something, whatever minimum wage was, right? And if you got what 10 hours a week, maybe you was doing something. In the summertime, you could work a little bit more, right? But what was the max you could make for those 10 hours? $335. Then they taxed that, right? So she's like, man, like. But when you were a kid, you had money, right? You understood. You were trading time for dollars.
Yeah, I
Now,
learned.
now the time is your dream and your family and your kids or whatever else you put down as your why you would like to make a six-figure income part-time. And for y'all that don't know, Scola De Niro, he's a member of Drew Hill. We call him the governor. He's been hustling from records out of his trunk to you name it, T-shirt. Scola don't play, and he's in a multi-platinum group, and that's why
Yeah,
he's on this call tonight because he understands what he saw when he saw this. Now we're
absolutely.
trying to figure out, okay, what's this simple system? So let's get back to the hourly, right? Okay, who are the 10 hours for a week,
For
guys?
you.
They are for you. The 10 hours are for you and your family and whatever you wrote down on that why. That's why it's the power of 10. Okay, what's our schedule? Okay, Monday. What are we doing Monday at 8 o'clock?
Recruit,
Zoom,
get
man.
people on the call.
Oh,
Yep.
That's a travel.
Follow up. Yeah.
That is a travel party, or that's where the presentation is. That's the big deal, right? Tuesday, what do we do? That's 1 hour.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and
There
repeat.
you go.
What's different? What's different about Tuesday? They have a training afterwards, a team-wide training that somebody comes on and they
Oh,
do the
corporate,
training.
9 o'clock.
Okay, so we up to how many hours now? That's 3.
3 hours.
Okay, this is
Math too.
yeah, it's math too, right? We're not going past 10. Okay, Wednesday. Don't leave out Wednesday because we have some dynamic women in this business, and they do a women's crush. No, women. It's a WCW. It's Women Crushing Wednesday, where women do the whole presentation. That's another time to invite people there. And if you want to go beyond the 10, I'm counting the women's call as one of your hours. But if you want to be superstar and go 11, go to Daryl and Maria's call. They talk about the product like nobody talks about. They have the highest attrition rate than anybody in the whole company, and they're 4-star ambassadors because they teach and train on your lifestyle membership, and that's on Wednesdays. So how you make this work? You got to act like you're the manager, right? Remember, you used to go in the back. There was no office, and they write your schedule down. You couldn't take no picture of it. You know what I mean? They would write you, pencil you in, and so you now have to write your own schedule. Okay, Monday is 8 o'clock. Yeah, Monday Night Football's on. So what? It's not making you a dime. You can play. You can catch it at 9. Maybe it comes on at 9. You can catch the second quarter. 8 o'clock. Tuesday, what? 8 o'clock. How many hours are we up to so far?
Two, going back to what she
Two,
said,
going
too.
backward. Yeah, it's two now.
All right.
Going
How about
backward.
Wednesday? Let's throw Wednesday in there.
All right.
Okay. So
Three.
Wednesday is 2 hours, so that's 4 because you said
Yeah,
there's a
four.
call
Okay,
after.
two calls.
Okay. Thursday we have our team again, 8 o'clock. Right.
5.
That's 5 hours. Right. Okay. Friday.
Isn't that the 7 o'clock call? He does it on Friday at 7.
I don't know, but Friday's
It changes.
Friday's a funny day for everybody. You know.
Yeah, Friday is. Yeah, I don't even bother it really, but I know I think it's at 7 o'clock. He doesn't do 8 o'clock on Friday. He does 7 o'clock.
Friday is a funny day. All right.
There's
Saturday,
one at 8 o'clock on Friday. I've
It is
listened to.
8 o'clock.
There is. I don't remember the person's name, the guy's name.
All right. So how many y'all made me lose count? How many hours? We up to at least 6, right?
Right.
At least 6. Saturday, everybody can't do weekends. Those that can, you can get an hour in that on Saturday too.
Is that the 10 o'clock call?
It's a 10 o'clock call, and then
10
it's a company-wide training. So if you can't get on the train on Tuesday, I'm going to tell you, the team that we belong to, that I showed you the website, we are the fastest growing team in the company and definitely the fastest growing team in the United States. So I'm not trying to invent the wheel. I'm trying to invite to the Zoom and learn as I go. Learn as you earn, right? You don't have to know all of this information to share it. Get this invite down pat, one of those 3, and start just try it out on everybody. Randomly try it out as just for fun. Because really, you can't miss something you never had. You know, I'm like, oh, I lost the sale. I lost the person. You didn't lose them. They weren't business partners with you. You're winning because you made a decision to start a business. Remember that. You are already winning because you made a decision to make a business. Okay, then we have a Sunday call like this. We can throw that into it. And now, the invitation part, 30 minutes a day or 15. Schedule it out and decide when you're going to invite people. Now, some people it's just a random. You at the cash register and they say something. You know that they're coming to this McDonald's, CVS, the Walgreens. You know they're coming there. They are going. If you say, if I can show you a way to make more money this year than you made last year, they're going to follow you to your car, maybe.
Kevin, and just to your point, there's 2 things that I want to say. Even if you think that sometimes that you're not, like, I don't feel like it if you go to a place, whatever, but even if you just say something and said, hey, are you interested in making more money, this year than you did last year? Let me take your number down. So you don't have to, even say, you can leave the anticipation of, I wonder what he's going to talk to me about, or she's going to talk to me about. One of the things that I wanted to say is, and Raquel, not to put her on the spot, but she's always like, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not this. I don't really talk to people. But one day I woke up on a Saturday, and again, not to put her on the spot, she's like, I'm in grandma mode. Yada, 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 yada. My grandkids, which, are selling this popcorn pop-up thing. And anybody that knows me, I know 5 million people that's doing that pop-up can. 5 million. It's just
I don't even buy it anymore. I just send them money because I'm sick of it.
I have a pet peeve about it because it's like, I think that where it's good, 50% goes to the company, 50% goes, and the popcorn is not bad, but I'm paying $15 for a bag of popcorn. I don't usually pay $15. But 2 things. One that got me was the introduction. And I don't know if she wrote it or whatever, but from the heart, what I felt from the heart is we all have been in parent mode, grandparent mode, whatever it is that we have to do to support. And so one of my hot buttons is supporting people, right? Supporting people and Kevin has said this a lot of times, even as we've grown over the years, is that I sow into good ground, right? Because I know that I'm going to reap. So sometimes what you spend your money on, if you look at it on a different thing, is what I went to mentally was kids doing something that needs a direction and they're not on the corner doing this. So you never know what it is that you can say. And I'm the kind of person, if I don't act immediately, I probably won't do it. So I immediately grabbed my phone, went to the site. Against, I do not like when people, in my opinion, kind of get over. It's like, and I think it's a lazy type thing because everybody is doing this good popcorn, from sororities to fraternities to schools to this to that. I literally get about 50 of them a month from somebody doing the
I just
same
got
pop-up
something on
store.
yesterday. I just sent him money. Like, look here.
Yeah, I
Buy
just
the
send money
popcorn.
now. I send $20, $25. But it's like, look, because I don't eat all the popcorn in my house or whatever it may be. But it's an easy turnkey business. It's easy for somebody to do. And again, we somewhat have a relationship going to church together, so she felt comfortable doing that. So I just wanted to point out to her and different people, I'm gonna share something with you that, and then I promise I'll be quiet, that I learned a long time. I was in a training class, and somebody said to me at the time, the World Trade Center was still around, and they said, "Okay, I'm gonna tie a rope between the World Trade Center, and you have to walk across that rope for $1 million, no net. Would you do it?" And everybody in class like, "Of course not. If I fall, I'm dead. Right? It's not worth it. The $1 million for me if I fell." Then somebody said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna put a net, maybe 1,000 feet below. Would you do it?" And you had a few people like, no, but most people like, no, because I fall 1,000 feet. And then I'll never forget the guy saying, and look out the window, your child or grandchild is in the middle of that rope, no net, no nothing. Would you do it? And everybody in the class like, absolutely, would I would take the risk of my child being out there versus that. So I say that to say it's your mindset in terms of your why, and going into your why in terms of the value that you see in it. So to Raquel's point is, when I'm talking to somebody, enthusiasm is important, but do you really believe in your why? Why am I doing this? Whether it's to give money for kids to go to college as we get old, if it's to help my family out. Usually, if your why is not about you necessarily, but you can see the impact that you can have on the world or the greater part, or, travel or something you may want to drive, or a timepiece at some point or whatever. But I think everybody's called that I know of, Scola, Kevin, Warren, Dana, Erica, all of that is bigger than us doing things, for us necessarily. So it's always about, how can I aid or help somebody? How can I do something that somebody may not have? I always think somebody wants to go to a HBCU or a college, and you send money over. When I think about that movie that I saw, and I can't remember, I can't remember who it was, but the guy wanted to go to college, and he was a Pullman porter, and they said, well, if you had the money, and he didn't have the money, but he went back to the college, and he met a gentleman on a train, I think a white gentleman. He explained to him that he was saving money for this, and the guy didn't say anything to him, but he paid for his tuition. And he said, if he goes back, he'll find out that he didn't have to have any money. And so, but if he quits because he doesn't raise enough money, then he'll never know. And the gentleman did that. He went back and said, I don't have any money, but I need to be here, whatever. And they're like, your tuition is paid. And he didn't even know. So I'm just a firm believer in that. So whatever your why is, usually that. So I just wanted to share those things and to encourage, Raquel, because I know a lot of times, she'll say, talking to people or whatever, and that story about the children or grandchildren, everybody has something that'll make us get up and say, hey, I believe in this, or I do this. And as to Kevin's point, this is not about the product necessarily of traveling. It's what you're going to do and the freedom that it allows you to move. Whether it's just not to have to go to a 9 to 5, if it's to say, hey, I can take my grandchildren on a trip somewhere. Some of you may know my father passed, and one of the things that my son will always remember is that my father took all of his grandchildren to Africa. And that is a trip that they'll never forget. Yeah, he went and he sat on the bus because he couldn't move around and stuff like that. But just to see the joy on their faces and to realize that life is better or bigger than just Baltimore. I think that why Scola and Kevin and all them, and I commend them, is that they travel all over the world. And you never see anything, for those of you that are on Facebook pages of theirs, you never see anything about me. It's the experience, the people I meet, the things that I've done. I've gotten better because of this, that, and the other. So that to me is what, when you have your own business and all of that, allows you to do. It allows you to live the life that you're supposed to. And this is the last thing that I promise to be quiet. Kevin Peck always says, create a lifestyle, not a living. And so I always think about those things. No, I mean, I say that because the people you surround yourself with, you'll become like them. So if you surround yourself with people that don't do anything, that are scared and don't whatever, you'll become the sixth person that is scared, whatever. If you surround yourself with people that do things and moving or whatever, it'll rub off on you. So I'm done. I'm promised I'm done. So going
No,
back into my
thanks for sharing. I want to I'm gonna send this out to you real quick. I want, just before we leave, I'm sorry that you guys who are on the phone can't see it, but while we were talking, good old AI, who I've already begun training, came up with some things for us. So who wants to start first, and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right, well, I'll
Try to
start.
make it big enough for a blind man to see.
All
So
right, I'll start real quick. All right. If there was a way you could travel all over the world at wholesale prices and save thousands without sacrificing quality, would you want to know how? I just got introduced to something and thought of you. Can I send you a quick video?
all right, next, Dana.
Let me ask you something. If there was a way to create an additional stream of income without interfering with what you're currently doing, would that be something you'd be at least take a look at? Yes, of course. I saw something today and I thought of you.
Warren.
Quick question. Are you open to looking at new ways to make money in today's economy if it makes sense? Or if it made sense?
If it made sense. But when you say quick question, you just say quick question. Like you talking to somebody, you'll say quick question. You're reading it, but Erica, can you do this one?
Let me ask you this. If you could earn extra income while also traveling more and experiencing new places, would that interest you at all? I saw something recently that reminded me of you.
I use that one, Kevin. That's one I use, and I got another one I use.
All right. All
I'll
right.
share it with you all later.
Rob or Scola, can you guys see this?
I can see it.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm reaching out because I am working on something with a few sharp people right now. Quick question. Are you open to looking at ways to create another income stream this year?
That's another one. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can, once you say these a few times, you'll have them. Okay. Here's the respect question. All right, Scola, you got that.
That's a good one. Okay. Let me ask you something. Am I worth about 30 to 45 minutes of your time for you to see something that could completely change the way you think about travel and income?
Hmm.
I thought of you immediately. Hey, I value your opinion on
Okay,
something.
this is another
That's
one.
a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's a good one.
Mark, can you see? Mark, you still here?
Yeah.
Okay, go
Hey,
ahead.
I value your opinion. If there was a business model that allowed people to travel more and potentially earn income at the same time, would you want to at least understand how it works?
Yes, sir.
All right, who hadn't spoken? Helen, have you joined the company yet? Where's Helen? Is she still on? All right, who wants to take us home with number 9?
I'll take it. If you come across something,
Well, you gotta get the quick question.
oh, quick question. Okay, quick
Now
question.
all of these are text or in person. Okay, so
Gotcha.
you could text people these too.
Okay, quick question. If you come across something that had the potential to create an additional income stream and help you travel more, would you want someone to show it to you?
Let me ask you something real quick, Warren. If the right opportunity came along that didn't interfere with what you're currently doing, would you be open to taking a look at it?
Yeah.
One thing, Kevin, that I think is important to people realize is that these are closing questions, right? Sometimes in sales or whatever, you have opening questions where you want people to expound, but it's a yes or no. Nah, no, okay. So it gets straight to the point, and it's a closed-end question. If I were to show you how you can make X, Y, and Z, would you be interested? What can they say? Usually they'll say something, or they'll try to shift you and say, well, tell me what it's all about. And I don't know. It sounds like you're about to go into all of that, but that wasn't the question. The question is, if I can show you how you can do that, would you be interested in that? And you'll get pulled off topic sometimes.
And then from there, you get them on a Zoom. You get them on a Zoom, and you say, I'll follow back up with you next week on Monday, Tuesday, or say you get somebody tomorrow you talk to early in the day. I'll send you a reminder text right before the Zoom at 8 o'clock. Now, some people still might not get it. Oh, I missed it. You get them the next day. See, the thing about it is, don't seem pressed, even though you really want another person, right? Your human nature wants another partner, but you gotta operate from confidence and not from like needy, because I can tell when you're needy. You know what I'm saying? Or when you need them. You don't need them to do it. We got it all. We're in the business, guys. In 1 or 2 more months, we gonna look in. Do I need to show y'all the world tours again? We're gonna go in the back office and we're gonna pick one of these world tours, and we going places. Mark
Yes.
already saved $800. I gotta go to Google on Tuesday with my wife. We missed the rate that they had, the special rate. Who's been to New York City before and stayed in a hotel?
New
All
York
right.
City.
Get 200. You stand in the maybe be roaches in there
This
for
big.
$200, right? Bumping your head in the bathroom, everything. It's just small. The
Right.
rack rate, the rate online was $357. The hotel rate, this is Times Square, this is the Sheraton. All of us have seen it or stayed there before. Was
Right.
$152. Did that pay me for 2 months worth of my membership fee? Absolutely did.
Absolutely.
Right, just by me
Absolutely.
saving that money. Now I got my 3 because I said I'm gonna get my 3. So today, when you write down, if you don't have your 3, I'm gonna get my 3. They're gonna come because you have
Fact.
now spoken it out of your mouth and created that energy to bring those 3 to you.
Fact.
You're gonna get your 3. Some people tomorrow will get your 3 before the day ends. If in fact that's how you want to, if that's how you want to move, it's all the mindset. I mean, it sounds crazy sometimes, but if you can hang out as long as that bum on the street and they ask for $1, and you wait. I'm not saying they're not valuable. That's their move, right? This is a vehicle right now that is going to help us. Yes, Cole.
Absolutely. Huh?
Were you saying something?
No, I was just saying when you talk about it, take me back in the day, starting off in my career, how I used the people on the streets with the signs. I used to they used to wear Scholar shirts. It was Rufus before it was Scholar, then it was Roof Scholar. So they out there all day, and I used to make sure they got a couple dollars every day holding the sign. And next thing you know, Let's Get Personal was born on the radio, and now with Drew Hill, brother. You
I
feel
like
me?
it.
Like
I
at the
like
end
it.
of the day,
We might put
I
some
would just say,
Trevorium shirts out there.
yeah, man. I mean, I just gotta, I gotta be honest, man. Like I'm pitching this situation to the people as if I'm doing them a favor, and a lot of times people just, they fall for it, and then it's a trust factor too, that I think that's helping me with the whole Trevorium thing. It's really a great opportunity um, to not just earn money, but it gives people that where I'm from a chance to actually see, an opportunity to get out there, man, and see the world and make some money at it, And I got some diehards that's coming along real soon to be a part of this,
Right.
you know.
I just want y'all to
Yeah,
have ammunition,
that's
guys,
it.
and not fumble. If you want to accelerate your business, learn how to be a master inviter. Even right now, when you think you're not, you are. Just read that script. Just find one of them lines and constantly say it to everybody. The person that
Yeah.
waits on you at the restaurant, the person in line, the person at the gym, somebody just compliments on something. You in a car dealership, you in getting your car fixed, whatever. Wherever there is somebody, used to be a 2 foot rule. If a person got in 2 feet of you, if you want to accelerate your business, and I'm not being funny, but if Cisco jump out the window tomorrow, the Drew Hill brand is, we're gonna live on some legendary old, like
Hmm.
should overcome stuff, but that's gonna be it for,
Absolutely.
for the touring and all of that stuff. And you gotta have 7 streams of income,
Yes, sir.
whatever they are. This one, you can't even get your office internet for $370. let alone a desk and the business. We talk about under $400, you're in business for yourself. That's unheard of. With the upside to make over $1 million a year. Will you? That's going to be on you. Learn how to invite first. Once you master inviting, you're going to find yourself ranking up, and we'll talk about that maybe on the call, ranking up. But spend some time in your business. They spent millions of dollars to put your whole back office together. It is aligned for you. I'm not going to drag you to your future. I will run with you, right beside you. But if you want to do it, then I'm only running with the runners. We got plenty of people who on the call, and I invited. I will, the day they wake up and say they want to run, I'm still gonna be running right here. Come on, let's run. But you guys right here, if you keep showing up, I'm gonna keep showing up. If you don't show up, I'm still gonna keep showing up. Because my why makes me show up, and that's gonna be my driving force. My why is out there between the Trade Center and the Empire State Building. And don't look down. Because
That's right.
fall. You're going to fall.
Right.
Like, I see myself up there like this, upside down. Just sliding right down. And one day, I'll be able to just zoom through like you see them guys in the circus used to scare you. They be running real fast when you went to 3-ring circus. So the Universal Soul Circus, he's like, if this Negro falls, but it just, but they do it. But they have the confidence of doing it. So get out your comfort zone, guys. Went a little longer than I wanted, but I think you guys are very important, and I think everybody here has the potential to name their number that they want to make, and then just go through the power of 10. If you want to go at a moderate pace, 2 a day. If you want to go fast, 10 a day. Invite 10 people a day, and you will see your life change. And you'll know if you fall short or not. But if you get to 7, 8, if you're only doing 1.5 now, your business is going to accelerate because more people had a chance to get in front of the information. Fail forward, or like Harlan said, go out there and get 500 no's. Let's do it that way. It's a book called Go for No. Get 500 no's. Oh, no, I just want you to tell me no. But I don't know if I don't know. I'm not sure if it's no yet. Oh, okay. So is that a no? Oh, no. Not you. Okay. So 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Come check it out. Erica, last words. Final words.
I think that's where I got lost too. I read the book Go for No, and it was like you need 3 no's, right? And so I'm like, okay, I can't take this no, but then I'm missing. I don't even need to know with that. I just need to know after they see it. So I'm trying to fight the no's before I even get them to the invite. And then like when Craig was talking about Raquel and her grandkids, and I'm like, oh, that's right, because I'm out here selling a 5K to people that don't even live in Philly. My daughter is doing a 5K to raise money. I'm like, all right, you got to do this 5K. And they're like, you don't have to live here. You can donate. You can just register and donate. Just do it. Well, I might, no, if you don't do it now, it's going to go up in the next 2 weeks. So you need to do it now. And then why would you not donate? It benefits people that are homeless. Just do it. The third no, I'd be like, all right, well, whatever. I thought you were more of a people person than that, but thanks. And I'm literally, it's just like, and I'm like, wait, I can do this. You just
did it to me. I almost gave money to the 5K. I was like, wait a minute. Where's that?
I was focused on the no.
Guys, was that excellent just now? That is your energy you need when you invite somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
That right there.
That's it.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million energy vibe right there. It's just like
even the no's they don't buy. I'm like, oh, it's on you. It's not on me then. But I felt like with this, if they said no, it was on me. So now I'm like, oh, the no is not on me.
It's never on you. It's on them. And they don't have to like it. Just like I don't have to like country music, but I do like it. But I'm just saying. And you don't have to like hip hop, or vice versa. We good. Even though some of your friends will get into witness protection program. Because you'll tell them this information and you try to call them back and they'll be like, I'm looking for Osama bin Laden. He's dead. Are you still looking for, like, where you been, buddy? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not answering your call anymore, but We were friends. I see him. I say, I don't care if you just do you want to do it or not. I'm just looking for a no, big guy. Anyway, tomorrow the week starts off. You can start your power of 10 this week. You can start it tonight. Somebody gonna call you. You always have a chance to say quick question. Guess what? You won't believe this. You always have a chance. You can say that till you blue in the face, and you will see that people will invite. You got to get the Zoom links. I'll put them. We'll put them back in the thread in the days. Even though Bailey does it, Badly Boy does it every day. You might have muted those if you're in the WhatsApp group. But remember, when you mute all of this information, you mute your own business. You're saying it's not really important, or that's not what I want to do. So if any of this stuff gets on your nerves, I say don't do it. Just travel. Just keep the travel membership. But if you want to build some part-time money that makes sense, residual money that comes when you sleep. I'm telling you, I got to the point where I'm making $10 a day. For 3 months, I didn't really pay attention to the business. We toured and everything else. And that $10 comes every single day. It's amazing. Harlan has $300 come every single day. Raquel.
Real quick. So when I first, was joined and I was getting on the Zoom calls, I think every night and even Saturday mornings, as I was inviting, people to get on, is there a call that anyone in this chat right now, like will say Monday night really hits it home, or, Tuesday night? Because, I'm on and it seems like the same thing, but some presenters are a little bit different. Some really, bring it home.
Well, you got to realize two things. We get on it because our people are getting on it to see, right? But they're hearing it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
We're hearing it for the however millionth time that you hear it. But
yeah.
Even if you don't hear it, but I understand what you're saying, because I was thinking that sometimes. I was like, oh, I finally got this one person on the call, right? And then they're like, I hated the presenter. So, or the guy went too fast, or I didn't get it. You're like, what? I took all of this energy to invite him. And then the person was, you know what I mean? Now, two things. You either become the person that's presenting and learn how to present it better yourself, or you got to go on these other people's calls and say, hey, I don't really like the way that person does it.
Right.
And
Raquel, I'll partner with you, and I'll spend my 10 hours going through all of them, looking at them with you, and maybe we can connect together and see which ones we think we're ready to share people with.
Okay, that
people
sounds
join
great.
from all of them. They keep saying you can't tell the right person the wrong thing. That's what I say. You can't tell the. But here's the other secret that we haven't put into play yet, and that's called the power of the three-way call. The power of the three-way call with the expert, and anybody on here can play the expert, is getting them to a decision, Raquel, after they've seen it. You know what I mean? Because the person will come on, and they might, and then you'll be like, I got 5-star ambassador who, I just wanted to introduce you to him, blah blah blah. They get on the call, you edify them, they edify you, and then you, without you feeling away, because you might know this person, they look at this other person as an expert. And anybody can be the expert, in which we'll do a training on the three-way call. But anybody can be the expert at any time. And then that is really where, if they don't close themselves, that is where you get to the decision point. You understand what I'm saying? The three-way call gets them to a decision.
And the thing about it too, Raquel, is sometimes you have to realize that, we pre-plan what somebody will like, because we may or may not like it. I could find somebody who says, I don't sell well and I don't do this, whatever. And I can say, you know what? I have a team member that felt the same way. Raquel, get on the phone and somebody might be like, wow, I get excited about the people that said I stayed 8 years before I got my first sale, and now I'm a 4-star ambassador. You'd be like, what clicked in 8 years?
Right.
Where you get somebody else that I did it in 90 days. Like, what? Like, what was that person saying that the other person took 8 years? And so in my mind, it's like the race is not given to the one that runs, the fastest. It's in time. It's that, do you stay consistent? Do you consistently get better at what you're doing? Because again, if we strip everything down about the money, the this or that, everything you're doing is really bettering you. Because let's say, like Kevin said, tomorrow Cisco says, I'm not doing this. How can I pivot and have the training of who I am to move to somebody else? I can then look at all the people I've met, Mark Money Green, Greg Talley, Raquel, whatever, say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I have another opportunity. So it's really bettering and sharpening your skills, not necessarily always for Travoyan, but for the opportunity to grow. And so I think sometimes, and it's great that you and Erica may sit down and do that, but we always kind of say that, I think this would be perfect for women because it's Women Crush Wednesday. And I have a bunch of women that don't really want to hear from that. And it may not. They might be like, they weren't on their game tonight and they said something that went too fast, like Kevin said. I just think that, as Kevin said, what we want to focus on is the fact that I'm trying to get to a decision. And if someone says, so I usually say to somebody, what did you like about the presentation once it's done? I don't say, what you think? Because that opens a can of worms. I thought they were too slow. I thought they were too fast. I fell asleep. What did you like about the presentation? Best. And then let them tell you, I like this, I didn't like this, I did like this, and whatever. So there's an art to, if you want to call it sales, but it's really an art to how do we communicate and what does science say about what people retain and what people. So if it's 10 minutes and somebody usually can only obtain certain things, you want to be effective. You want your communication to be effective. So you may start them off on an 11-minute video to pique their interest. So it's that kind of thing really to sharpen your skill set so that you start understanding how can I be most efficient and effective with my time and with another person's time. And I think they'll respect that and just say, I just want to get to an answer.
I like what you just said too. We should A/B test it as a group. We should send some that 11-minute video and give it, and then get them on a 3-way call, and then see what is more impactful. The Zoom too, right? 11-minute video with a 3-way call, Zoom with a 3-way call, and see how many people convert. Because what are they really talking about? Because you're gonna sell themselves after a while. I need these red shoes. I gotta have them. I got 2,050 pair of shoes, but these red ones, they go best with the new dress that I brought. So I need them. So I do like to travel. So this is an inclusive travel club. What's $135? I pay more for that than cable. And cable doesn't do nothing but take money, not make money. Anyway, that's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you everybody for jumping on. I appreciate you taking or minding your business. I'm gonna be here to help you along the way, but you'll get better. And to accelerate your knowledge, there's YouTube University out there. You can put in and you can find the best of the best who are already doing it, and you can just take nuggets from people, and you can accelerate your learning on how to invite. It's the same thing in every. This is called relationship marketing. They decided rather than running television ads, they're going to have people go mouth to mouth. The movie's better when Scholar tells me that, man, that movie was the best. You got to see it. You better see that Netflix series, His and Hers. You looking for a good thing? Go see this. Go see that. Go see this. Boondocks you miss Boondock? Oh my God, you got to go back from the beginning of Like I didn't. They pay me absolutely nothing to say all of those Netflix movies, right? So, but this company pays us to do it. Warren.
Yeah, I was going to say best practices again. If anyone, again, I know Kevin, you do it, and I know Erica does a great job of that. Posting videos. When we see videos that are like informational, very good videos that again, that will help you or help the business. Again, it's oriented to us. Put them out there so you can give people those reels, in a sense, those 11-minute videos, 5-minute video, 3-minute video. And again, like you said, if you have not got onto the new We Call website. You got to check that out because it has everything and it's quick videos and it's definitely for us. So that information was in the chat room. So just be mindful. Go back to the chat, write it down, copy, click, and save it. Open it up and save it in your favorites. So you'll have that. So you'll have that 11-minute video that you're talking about right now in the new We video. So
And if
that's
you can't
important. I think
find
we
it,
all need to have
here's
that.
another site called Learn This Training. And these are the people who brought in Chris and Harlan, Daryl and Maria.
Yeah.
They have all they. It's not the prettiest website, but it has all the information. Marketing, how to grow your business. The
Yeah,
company,
they are good.
they've given you everything.
They are good. Yeah, I
All
mean,
you
I've
have to
seen
do
their
is
degree. They're
learn it.
good. Mhm.
Raquel, you got another question? Come on.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Is my hand up? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to manage my way through on the cell phone. I'm just clicking on stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get your laptop and your.
I do have it, but I had the grandbaby one hour. You know, I can't
I'm
figure
just
it out.
messing with you. I know you said the grandbaby. Look, when the grandbaby's over here, I can't breathe. I'm like, what are we doing? So anyway, guys, you have to pay attention to your business. That's all I'm saying. We can't hold your hand, but we will help you. And we give. This is the game. The game. This is like if you want to know how to quickly accelerate your business, learn one of those invites and say it with passion and say it with enthusiasm, and watch your business grow. Just learn the invite. Go ahead.
Hey, Kevin, I was going to say, like I said, here's the invite that I've given. This is the invite actually I gave to Rob Williams to get him in.
Who's Rob?
And I told him it was Rob Pastor
Oh,
Williams.
Pastor Rob.
So this is the one I use all the time. But now I do want you to understand it now with the information I've gained, because they were friends, I gave too much information with the compensation plan, that stuff. But I really always say this. I said, I haven't been excited like this in a long time. Man, this is something you got to see. And I'm pretty sure Rob probably thinking about that. I said, man, this thing is mind-blowing. All you got to do is get on the call. That's all you got to do. But because me knowing Rob, I gave him more information. But I'm like right here, and Rob and I was talking, Pastor Williams and I was talking today. And I said, and I told him, I said, man, I'm feeling really good, man. I ain't going to say anything because, I was looking at the Harlan training, and I heard you, Erica, where you said, I think I just said a little too much. When I thought I didn't even really say too much. But now I'm not saying anything because I got, I went to that financial seminar yesterday. I told Craig Talley, I said, I went to the seminar yesterday, and two people, they wanted to know what I was doing being retired at my age. And like I told them, they said, you got to be, what you doing? I said, I'm sitting back and making money. That's what I said. I'm sitting back. Well, what you doing? And it was like, it generated a conversation. I said, look, give me your number, got some business cards. And they were like, look, please call me. So they begging me. So I said, Monday, I'm just going to let Monday take care of everything. I said, I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm not going to do anything. Monday will take care of everything because now I understand that guess what? I got them up here. They're at their zenith. They're at the peak. They're ready to go. Because they want to know, what are you doing retired at this age you are? Where's your other streams of income? Hey, I'm making money doing nothing. That's what I said. I'm making money doing nothing.
That's a killer right there. I almost wanted to come to the Zoom. I'm like, will you send the link? Please, send the link, please, so I can get a little bit of that. But that energy is unbelievable, right? You said nothing about nothing except something, right? You didn't tell them nothing about anything else. And then look, when they get to talking after that, so you don't mess up. Hold on, my phone is ringing. This is my daughter calling me. I gotta go. I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, Kevin, let me tell you, it's kind of funny. I actually went back to my conversation with the other people I was talking to. Once I got the business cards, I said, well, we'll talk later. And I was just talking.
You have to. You have to be out of there. You have to hang up the phone. You can't keep talking about it because you're going to stumble up and say something dumb, and it's going to be like, oh, you blew it because you're not ready. You're not ready. Even the best of the best still do three-way calls, and they still invite to the Zoom. You know why? Because it's a simple system. And if people think it's too hard, because people already think inviting is too hard, which is what you found out tonight. It's not too hard. But when they think it's too hard that they can't do it, then their belief system is low, and they're gone. And so that's why you go to convention, guys. Everybody should go to Vegas. Skull, if we don't have a show, we got to go to Vegas.
Yeah, when's the next one?
22nd of August. It's a big
Okay.
convention. They had people come from Russia, from all over the country. It was 2,000 people in Orlando.
Oh, right.
It was fire, and that's where the fire starts. You rank up at the convention, and you rank up before the convention, and so you got to look at this thing and say, okay, I need 8 people on this side, 8 people on that side for the first rank. Then I need 25 and 25. But the thing about it, we can share the people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to all be mine. We can share the people and go up to the top. They got 49 ambassadors in Kazakhstan or wherever the heck it is.
Kazakhstan, yeah.
At a place that the people are super poor. They have 49 people making 6 figures or more part-time in this business. It's like the Asian people who came and got them stores on the corner. They weren't playing. Anyway, my wife's looking at me like, are you coming down for dinner? Yes, I am. I'll be right there, dear. Yeah, we just, we're inspired tonight. Thank you. But no, I thank you for your energy, guys. Please, pick one of them invites. If you forgot, go to your favorite AI and say, act like this is how you talk to AI. Act like an expert network marketer and give me 10, 20, 50, 100 invites for potential customers. And you can even tell them, like, you can pull a paragraph of Trevorium business so they can know about the business. And it'll spit it out in 10 seconds. You'll be like, man, you got an arsenal. You don't have to think about that part. So let's see if we can pack these calls this week. Let's get out 10 out. Is
the link posted? I'm sorry, for tomorrow night somewhere, because I scrolled through the main Travel Week Club. I don't see it.
I'll put it in there. It's the same one every Monday.
I know. I just like to cut it and clip it and send it out. I haven't go through so much.
We'll get it back to you.
All right, thank you.
Everybody got the link? Send me your
Send it back out again, yeah.
Got it.
I
only had one guy say you had me at hello, and he signed up, and that's my cousin Marcus. But now I can't. I track him down. He's in Atlanta right now too, hanging out with his friends. He's like, I can't make the call. Can you record it? No. All right, guys.
All right,
Everybody.
Nice meeting you, Pastor Rob and Helen.